You don't have a focus problem. You have a dopamine addiction. And the worst part? Most people don't even realize it's happening to them. You wake up, you check your phone, just for a second. One notification, one scroll, one quick hit of stimulation. And in that moment, your brain gets exactly what it's been trained to crave. Fast reward, easy pleasure, zero effort. And every time you repeat this pattern, your ability to focus gets weaker. Not overnight, not dramatically, but slowly, silently, relentlessly. You think your attention span just got worse. It didn't. You trained it to be this way. Look at your average day. Be honest. How long can you sit with one difficult task before your hand reaches for your phone? 5 minutes? 3? Sometimes less. That's not lack of discipline. That's dopamine conditioning. Your brain has been rewired to expect constant stimulation, constant novelty, constant reward. And deep work can't compete with that. Because deep work is slow, it's quiet, it's uncomfortable. There are no flashing lights, no instant hits, no quick wins. So your brain resists it, not because you're lazy, because your reward system is overstimulated. Every scroll, every short video, every rapid content switch is training your brain to avoid effort. And here's where it gets dangerous. The more cheap dopamine you consume, the more normal tasks start to feel painfully boring. Reading feels harder, studying feels heavier, working feels unbearable, even sitting still starts to feel uncomfortable. That's not random, that's neurological adaptation. Your brain adjusts to the level of stimulation you feed it. Flood it with easy dopamine, and everything else feels dull, flat, unrewarding. This is why you keep telling yourself, I just can't focus like I used to. But focus didn't disappear, it got buried under overstimulation. You trained your brain to expect fireworks. Now it rejects anything that feels like effort. And modern life makes this worse every single day. Look around. Endless scrolling, short-form content, instant entertainment, notifications engineered to pull you back. This is not accidental. This is an attention war, and most people are losing badly. They sit down to work, and within minutes they feel the itch, that subtle pull, that internal tension, the urge to check something, anything. That feeling is withdrawal, not from substances, from stimulation. Your brain is so used to constant dopamine spikes that normal effort now feels like deprivation. And when effort feels like pain, you start avoiding the very things that would improve your life. Deep work, skill building, long-term projects, hard thinking, all of it starts to feel heavier than it should. Meanwhile, scrolling feels effortless, quick videos feel irresistible, notifications feel urgent, and just like that, your focus gets weaker month after month. Here's the brutal truth most people don't want to hear. You are not distracted because life is overwhelming. You are distracted because your brain has been trained to crave easy rewards. And until you fix that, no productivity system will save you. No morning routine will fix it. No motivational video will override it. Because this is happening at the behavioral level, repeated daily, conditioned over months, sometimes years. But here's the part that should wake you up. This damage is reversible. Your brain is extremely adaptable. The same way you trained it to chase stimulation, you can retrain it to tolerate focus. But it requires something most people avoid: discomfort. Because the moment you reduce cheap dopamine, something uncomfortable happens. Silence feels louder, work feels heavier, your mind feels restless, you feel the urge to escape. That is not failure, that is withdrawal from overstimulation. And most people quit right there. They assume, maybe I just can't focus. No, you just haven't sat through the reset period. Because rebuilding focus is not about adding more hacks, it's about removing what's frying your attention in the first place. So if you're serious about fixing this, start here. First, reduce the noise. You don't have to disappear from the internet. You don't have to become a monk. But you do have to create friction between you and instant dopamine. Turn off non-essential notifications. Stop starting your morning with your phone. Delay your first scroll of the day, even by 30 minutes. These small changes matter more than you think because you are retraining your baseline. Second, rebuild your tolerance for boredom. This is critical. Your brain must relearn that it can sit with low stimulation without panicking. Start small. Work in focused blocks. No switching, no checking, no background scrolling. At first, it will feel uncomfortable. Good. That discomfort is the reset happening. Every minute you stay with the task, you are strengthening your attention span. Third, protect your deep work windows aggressively, not casually, aggressively, because focus is fragile in the beginning. One quick distraction and your brain remembers the easier path. Create sessions where phone is away, tabs are closed, notifications are silent, just you and the task. This is where real cognitive strength is rebuilt. And understand this clearly, you will not feel amazing at the start. You will feel slower, more restless, more tempted to quit. That is the price of rewiring your attention. But if you push through that phase, something powerful starts to happen. Work begins to feel smoother. Your mind stays engaged longer. The urge to check your phone weakens. And for the first time in a long time, you feel mentally sharp again. That's when most people finally realize the truth. Their focus was never broken. It was overstimulated. There is a massive difference. Broken feels permanent. Overstimulated is fixable. Only if you are willing to do what most people won't. Reduce the noise, sit through the discomfort, rebuild your tolerance for deep work. Because right now, your attention is either being trained or being drained. There is no neutral. Every scroll is a vote. Every distraction is conditioning. Every focused session is recovery. So the real question isn't, why can't I focus? The real question is, what am I training my brain to crave every single day? Fix that, and your focus will come back faster than you expect. Ignore it, and your attention span will keep shrinking quietly in the background. Your brain is adapting right now. The only question is, to what?